So we're in the Mapungubwe Private Game Reserve and we're heading to Mopani Bush Lodge where we'll be spending a few days. We're looking forward to just getting out of the car obviously after this long drive and just resting for the next few days. Come along the journey with us. We're going to show you Mapungubwe and the Mapungubwe Private Game Reserve. Okay guys, we finally reached Mopani Lodge. We're going to check out our tented camp. It's our accommodation for the next few days. So come with me and I'm going to show you where we stay. So firstly, this is our amazing view from here. And this is our tent. So let's open the zips. And let's take you inside. Okay, so we've got a tea and coffee area. This is our bed and a lovely place to chill. They've thought of everything. And okay, so there's a little wardrobe for your clothes and an air conditioner. So here's the thing. This is the bathroom, so you leave through the back of the tent and there's this amazing bathroom. So there's a loo, a bathtub, an outside shower, I mean literally outside with the camp. Hey guys, so we're on our first game drive at Mopani Bush Lodge, which is in the Mapungubwe Private Game Reserve drive. We've just had a little bit of a stop to collect our drinks. So far it's been really relaxed. Saw some waterbuck impala on the way here, so and some kudu. So let's see what the rest of the drive holds. And we're glad to finally be here. We're all relaxed and enjoying our first afternoon. Okay guys, we're just back from our first game drive, back at the tented camp area, so the luxury tents. We are in like the dining hall at the moment and there's like a roaring fire behind me. Good morning guys, so today we're going to the Mapungubwe National Park. We are on the van at the moment, so the lodge is taking us to the park. So no driving for us. Feels like we're on holiday already, so that's cool. We're gonna show you everything there is to see in the park over the next 2 days. So stay tuned, and if you haven't yet subscribed to our vlog, please do so. And if you have, then thank you so much for watching. So it's actually day 2 because we arrived yesterday, and today we headed to the park. We haven't seen it yet. We've heard so much about it. We're quite excited, and I get to take off another item on my bucket list to see all the national parks in South Africa. So stick around. Please like and please comment on what you'd like to see more of. We're so excited to share it with you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're finally at the park and we're about to enter. There's a bit of screening that we need to do first, but this is the sort of the entrance behind me, and we're gonna go through now. We're gonna do the heritage walk today, so we're gonna meet our guide hopefully, and they're gonna take us through. We're gonna show you what it's like, and we're gonna try and see all the sights and attractions in the park and share that with you. So we're just here at the reception, so as you come into the park you'll have to do screening. Go to the reception, there are some bathrooms here. So we're doing the heritage walk today. we have Johannes as our guide. We're going to be driving about 6 kilometers to the side, as Johannes explained, and then it's a short walk up a hill. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, wondering what's going to be happening and where the walk is going to be.
So meaning that is our World Heritage Site. We are going up on top of that hill, and it's where I'll be giving you the whole history of Mapungubwe. Then we come back.
So guys, Johannes is taking us to Mapungubwe Hill. So we're going to be walking up here. We are doing a kind of bushwalk in a sense, and then getting up the hill. So this is what the heritage tour is about, and Johannes is giving us all the details, you know, of the history.
So under this green roof, there is an excavation hole. I'll open it. We go in. Then we talk about the history of Mapungubwe. From there we take step by step going up the hill. There is a lot to see and to explain up on top. Then we come back.
This was apparently one of the first kingdoms in South Africa in the 1200s. So definitely a very historic site. I'm surprised that not much more has been said about this place. So I definitely recommend that you visit Mapungubwe. Not only is it a beautiful park, but it's so rich in history, and I'm gonna take you through the other historical sites as we complete our visit and our tour over the next 2 days. But it's definitely some place that I would recommend. The scenery is magical. There's great stories to be told here, and a lot of good work that was done, and it's something that we should all know, and some place all South Africans should visit. I definitely recommend the tours, because you learn stuff on the tours. It's better than you know, coming on your own and not knowing the history about the place. So the heritage tour is really not to be missed, because there is a lot of things that we don't know, and if you don't come on a tour, then you would visit a place and still not understand its beauty or its history, and it wouldn't make the experience complete, in my opinion. So I definitely recommend it. Time, folks. You deserve this one after the walk this morning.
Yeah, thanks actually.
And just before we head to the museum, and lovely Anna's preparing our coffee. Feels like we're on holiday. We're being spoiled, which is great. Okay, so we just done with the heritage walk, and we're here now at the interpretation center, which is very close to the main gate. We're going to be having a look inside the museum, and I really suggest that you do the heritage walk before you probably come to the museum, because then you'll have the story of the history of the place, and you can confirm that with your learning and understanding at the museum. Okay, so guys, we just finished the tour at the interpretation center. It's really just confirming the story that we heard this morning from Johannes. And it's got a lot of artifacts and stuff that confirm the stories that we were told this morning. So you can see a lot of that in the museum. We also got to watch a video. So if you're unable to do the heritage tour for any reason, you can also just come to the interpretation center and watch. They have a video which explains the story and also the artifacts that we heard about this morning. The one thing I just do want to say is that nothing beats actually being at the Mapungubwe Hill itself and listening to the story. So I would definitely recommend that attraction, as well as the interpretation center and the tour, which is self-guided really. And I would actually recommend both of them if you are at the Mapungubwe National Park. Hey guys, so we're on our second game drive. Today's drive is a sunset one. It's also the trip that we're doing to the Confluence. But so far we've seen some impala, some zebra, and an oryx. The Mapungubwe National Park is really beautiful. So I encourage you to visit. It's not just plains, it's beautiful sandstone and hills and valleys. And really, so far it's been amazing. We're very impressed. We just arrived at the Treetop boardwalk. It is under construction a little bit at the moment, but I'm sure by the time you see this vlog and you get here, it would be fixed. So let's go. Thank you. So, this is the Treetop boardwalk. Oh my word, guys. Okay, so it's raining cats and dogs. Poor Anna is getting a shower. And we just left the Treetop. And Anna was having a lot of fun. I don't know why. Welcome to the Confluence viewing deck, guys. So this is where the three countries meet. You can see all three at the same time: South Africa, Zimbabwe and Botswana. So there is a bit of a walk. Let me show you. It's Envor and Anna walking in the distance. It is about just after 6:30 in the morning, so it's very early in the morning. The sun comes up here very early, so I definitely recommend that if you're coming for a drive, try to do one very early in the morning. After 10 o'clock it's just blistering heat, so definitely try to have an early start. So early mornings, late afternoons would be best. We're really taken care of because we're staying at Mopani Bush Lodge, which is near the national park. I think it's just about 5 or maybe about 5 k's away. And we chose not to do self-drives in the park. We also in a hired car. So we chose for the lodge to do all the tours with the lodge, and they bring you to the park. They do the tour with you. Your guide would do it with the same vehicle in the park. So we preferred that route. If you staying outside the park, when you do the Confluence tour and you do the Treetop walk, you can go with your guide from your lodge, or you can do it yourself. In the national park, you just have to, I think, get a day permit, obviously, to be in the park. The other thing is, just note that the Heritage Walk and Museum tour, the Heritage Walk, you do it with a guide or storyteller from the park itself, and you don't do that with your guide. So the lodge would send you with the guide. They would drop you off and they would come and collect you when you're done, just so you know how things generally work. We were a bit confused as to how things would actually work, but that's how it goes. If you come to the park as a day visitor or you're staying here, there are some things that you do for free and that are included, like the Treetop walk and the Confluence. There isn't really an entrance fee. It's part of the park. It's just viewpoints. But if you're doing the Heritage Walk, then you do have to pay to do a tour, and you cannot access it on your own. Just so you know that. And the park also offers drives. The park offers game drives in the morning and in the afternoon. So you can also do that with them. So yeah guys, this is the second day, also our last day in this area. Oh, look at me. Very early morning, so it's also the second day and the last day, but we're hoping to have a very good morning drive, and we're going to see how it goes in the afternoon. We want to do the rock art walk, so we'll share that with you as well later today. Hey guys, so just an update, we're still on the morning drive. We got to see some giraffe, zebra and impala already, and they were really like good sightings because we saw two male impala grooming each other, but we're looking out for the big four because that's what they have in the national park, and we'll keep you updated on the way. If we see it, we'll definitely try to get some footage for you. Sand rock art tour at near the Mapungubwe National Park. Come here like by appointment or make a booking either via your lodge or via the people at the park, and it's better to come with somebody that knows more about it or with a guide, because then they're able to explain to you. But we're here, and this is the last thing that we wanted to see before we head on home. So definitely worth seeing if you haven't seen any of the paintings before. Hey guys, so it's our last night at Mopani Bush Lodge. It's been absolutely incredible. The staff have been so amazing to us here. I just wanted to give you an update and let you know about a few things. So this is a 4-star lodge, but Mopani Bush Lodge has many different accommodation types. So you can camp here, there is chalets, there are tented camps, there's so many different options, so there's enough options to suit every budget. So definitely have a look on their website before you decide to book. Also, South Africans, don't just book on booking.com or anything like that. Please call the lodge or send them an email and try to book directly. They do currently have discounts for South Africans as well, so do make use of that. But the lodge is very, very pretty. It is on a private game reserve. Our objective was really to see the private reserve as well as to visit the national park, and we managed to do that very well. We here for 3 nights. So the first day that we arrived, we did a drive in the Mapesu Game Reserve, which is the private reserve that they on and adjacent to the national park, but not open to the park. The next day we did the heritage walk, and then we did for the afternoon, when you would have had an afternoon drive, we did the drive to the Treetop and the Confluence, which is where the 3 countries meet, South Africa, Zimbabwe and Botswana, and separated by the Limpopo River and I think it's the Shashe River. Okay, so we did that, and then this morning we did a morning game drive also in the national park. We, off the big 4, which is in the park, they don't have buffalo. We saw some elephant just as we were leaving, but loads of impala and loads of different buck that you can see in the park. We also saw zebras, giraffe, baboons, etc. in the park. So and then as well as elephant, we didn't see any rhino or anything like that. And then this afternoon, which is our second full day, so it's our 5th activity, we went for a quick walk and tour to the sand rock art that is visible in an area just adjacent to the national park. So I'm going to talk more about those tours shortly, but just so that you know, for the heritage walk and the sand rock art you are walking in the bush, so please note that that's what you're doing, and you do need water, hats, put on some sunscreen, make sure that you wear closed shoes that are covering your ankles. It is very, very hot here, so the likelihood of snakes or other insects is quite high, and this is known as it is marked as a malaria area, but it's a low risk area. So please make sure that you always have insect repellent on you and that you actually use it whilst you are here. About the tours, you know, I hope through this vlog you've been able to see some of the activities that we've done, and I'm going to be sharing highlights with you. So please, if you want an idea of what the activities are, you can have a look at the vlog, watch it, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, because we'll be sharing all this information with you. And please like and comment if you've been here, and if you have subscribed already, thank you so much for watching our channel. We really appreciate it. We want to share more of South Africa with you, yeah, please enjoy it, and we hope that you also have an equally wonderful time. So it's the last day. We're on our way back to Johannesburg. This time we're going to be trying the route via Messina, and then through Louis Tricard via the N1, and then via Polokwane to Johannesburg. But it's been a wonderful few days at Mopani. They are so well located to the Mapungubwe National Park. And what makes it quite a interesting offering is that they take you on a lot of the activities and they sort everything out for you, and that's also included in their rate. So it's very good to look at what is the rate without the drives and without the activities in the park, and versus what you would spend doing it on your own, versus what you would spend if they organize everything for you and they build an itinerary for you. So it's been great from a location perspective, and that's why we would recommend it if you don't want to stay in the park itself and be cooking your own food and taking care of yourself. This is a wonderful way to relax. You've got your own plunge pool, you know, with the chalets that we had, and also at the tent there is a main pool there which one can use. So definitely have a look at it, do your research. Think I've mentioned it before, don't just go on the rate on booking sites like booking.com. Call the lodge and find out if they're running any specials, especially for South Africans, and then you can book directly. Great value for money, definitely. Looking for you're looking for a 5-star lodge, this is not it, but this is great value for money, and the food was really nice as well. So guys, here we are, we're checking out of Mopani Bush Lodge. Until next time, see you then.